Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forest Job. You hear the music in the background, it can mean only one thing. We're in a cup competition today, and that cup competition is the Emirates FA Cup. We're playing Liverpool at the Stade de Sagittaire. So we're in France to play an FA Cup match. That sounds about right. Yeah, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Come on guys, sort it out. As far as the games that we have played since you were last with me, we'll show you the highlights in a minute. But I have to say, I'm beginning to feel like this side could genuinely be title contenders. And if that's the case, then I think we might have to end up doing a whole week of the last 5 run-in games. If we're still in contention with 5 games left to go, then the series is going to slow down dramatically, and we're going to go game by game as we try to potentially win the Premier League. That seems like a pie in the sky thought, but I guess the game today, as well as whatever result we get against Manchester United, the game afterwards, is going to tell us a lot about this team. That being done, all that being said, let's have a look at those games from last time out. Let's see who's been in amongst the goals. So there we go, 2 goals from Eddie and Ketia against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then a rescue job from Alexander Hloshek. Really, Adam Hloshek, sorry, I cannot remember people's names at the moment. What's my name again? John, I think, something like that. Anyway, yeah, we've done pretty well. We played appallingly against Chelsea in the early going, but after we went a goal down, something clicked and we started playing football again. I'm really liking this tactic. By the way, just in case, because I may have forgotten to get back to the viewer that asked me, a viewer asked about the camera settings that we're using for this save, and I can't find the blooming things anywhere. Save. I think I'll have to have a quick look at it when we're in the game, so hang around for that if you want to know what the camera settings are for this game. Hopefully I will have remembered to get back to that, viewer, but if not, I do apologise, viewer, and you'll get your answer today. Right, let's get into today's match, and while we're at it, we can go over those game plans again so you can see how we're playing. So you can see there we're playing counter-attack, short pass, wide, maintain formation, and a middling support range. In defence, we're going with frontline pressure, wide containment area, aggressive pressuring, a midway defensive line, and 8 for compactness. That's 8 out of 10 for compactness there. So we are difficult to play through, although teams do manage it. As far as advanced instructions, we're going with the advanced instructions in attack of centering targets and false winger. That really seems to be funneling our wide players into attacking central areas when we have the ball. And what with the counter-attack being used as well, it's really resulting in a lot of different and interesting options passing-wise. Also, I think playing Arcas as a shadow striker or a support striker or a second striker, there's so many different interpretations of SS. Behind a central centre forward in Hernandez in this case. Yep, Hernandez will be playing today. That really gives us a lot of flexibility in terms of shape and attacking options. Sometimes he'll play way up front and he'll get on the end of chances, as you've seen in some games today. And sometimes he will do the other thing and he'll drop back in and he'll give us passing options. Alright, no need to make any changes. It's yellow. It's red versus blue and yellow in the FA Cup today. It's going to be a tough ask. I did say at the beginning of the season that the FA Cup was something that I wanted to aim for this season. Of course, if you're going to win the FA Cup, you're going to have to beat some of the best teams, and Liverpool definitely qualify as one of the best teams. It looks like they're playing a pretty strong lineup, including Virgil van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, and the like. So there we are, the boys in blue just having a little huddle as they always do. And now we will kick off here at the Stade de Sagittaire. Joe Gomez turns on the ball, plays it back to Van Dijk. Naby Keita into Rodrigo, David Neres, and Wilson. Doing what I like to see from my midfielders and even from my attackers, and that is to come back and help to defend when required. Zayfouk out to Hloshek, back to Zayfouk, Camavinga, Worrell. Liverpool doing a good job of pressing us at the moment, finding it difficult to really get out and start an attack. And there we go, they've managed to snuff that one out. Naby Keita just plays it back to Van Dijk. And Yuri Tielemans, who appears to be playing, if not wide left in the midfield, then perhaps left back. Oh, Hernandez picks up on the loose ball. He's in a little bit of space that he can run into. He's pulled Van Dijk wide. Can he find a cross? He does find a cross, but unfortunately for Arcas, Alisson, well aware of what's going to happen, and gets there ahead of the Forest man. Giunchi into Martinez. Back to Gomez. Back to Giunchi. Looks like he's the one playing at left back, so must be playing in left midfield. Down the line for Hernandez, who picks it up and plays it off to Wilson. There's one in for Arcas, into Hernandez. Was trying to get it all the way out left, for a cross into the box, but he was tackled before he could make the pass. And now Joe Gomez gets it out to Giunchi on the left-hand side, and he's got some space to run into. But Camavinga and Zafuk do a good job between each other in winning the ball. They do give it away, though. Ooh, Camavinga playing a dangerous ball. Could very easily have been turned over. Wilson loses it, and David Neres gets hold, but it's taken off of him by the defence. Ploshek into Arcas. Hernandez, back heel to Wilson. Oh, he just can't get around Alexander-Arnold. It's a good bit of defending by the right back. And now Rodrigo, Jones, Neres. Jones making the run. Can the goalkeeper get there? He can. Salisu to Busquets, who played an absolutely blinding pass against Wolves to give Nketiah an easy, well, I say it would have been an easy chance on goal, but his control made it a slightly trickier. Here's Ribeiro. Liverpool's defence far too aware of what was going to happen and able to just cut that ball out a little bit too easily. Busquets into Wilson, looking for Hernandez. They find him, but Alexander-Arnold again. Good interception. Now Martinez. Back to Tielemans, who I think is playing on the left-hand side of this Liverpool midfield. Worrell wins the header. Salisu gets hold of the second one. Camavinga can't quite get there. The midfield a little bit congested with Liverpool playing free in there. And Worrell gets himself in the way of the ball enough that it has to be shaped around him, and Newball is able to catch that quite nicely. Here's Busquets into Wilson. Arcas. Hernandez looking for Arcas again, but it takes a deflection. Camavinga intercepts. No, not the ball. Not the ball, unfortunately. Busquets might get to this first. Doesn't quite manage to win the header. Alexander-Arnold, Neres. Oh, that was a chance. That was definitely a chance for Liverpool to go ahead in this cup tie. Neres won't be happy. He probably had enough time that if he had the strength, he could have held his man off and taken a touch just to steady himself, but instead he went for the first time effort. And I think that might be the only reason why Forest have survived that particular attack. As Newball restarts play, he lobs it out to Zafuk. Here's Ploshek. Zafuk. Oh dear. We need to be better at those little short passes. Arcas doing a really good job of putting pressure on the back line, forcing them into playing it back and eventually playing it long. And Zafuk, with a little bit of manual intervention from himself, able to head that one out for a throw-in. And there's the half-time whistle. It's been an okay first half. Everyone's been a little bit careful. They're poking and prodding, but there's not been any free-flowing attacking play. In fact, that's probably summed up by the fact that Forest are yet to have a shot. I'll want more than that in the second half, that's for sure. So Hernandez restarts things for Forest. Busquets into Hernandez. Arcas can't pick up the ball. Jones, Giunchi, Ploshek doing his best to keep the man at bay, and Worrell wins the ball. Oh dear, that's not a good pass at all. Jones is able to get a toe on that, takes the pace off of it, and eventually manages to win the throw-in as a result. Keita out to Giunchi, back to Keita again. Hernandez is back here defending. And he's won the ball. He's done very well as the striker. Arcas runs it out. He's taking it down the side. Camavinga picks it up in the middle now. Can't control it though. Well, they've managed to progress play into the final third. Jordan Henderson now coming on for Naby Keita. He's going to try and pull the strings a little more in midfield. Yunchi. Worrell should have this. He does. To Salisu. Camavinga to Zafuk. Oh, again. Liverpool's midfield are just so good at reading the play that they can intercept a majority of balls before they've even arrived at their intended destinations. Kloschek over the top for Camavinga perhaps. No, Zafuk will get it. Can he find a cross? He can! Oh, what a good shot! A good header. I think that was Arcas, who isn't really known for his heading prowess. Camavinga gets his foot on the ball. Jones manages to pick it back up again. And it's straight into the hands of Nubel, who finds Oriol Busquets. Now Wilson. Camavinga. Oh, it's a good idea, but again, Liverpool midfield and defence just so good at reading the play. Worrell does a good job, speaking of reading the play, of winning that, but unfortunately immediately gives it away by dwelling on the ball. Here's David Neres. Oh, for goodness sake. From such a tight angle as well. You've got to be alive to the second ball, everybody. You've got to be alive to it, and we weren't there and we were punished for it. It's a great finish, but once again, we've been punished with a really unlikely finish from a narrow angle. I'm not sure that Jones manages to finish that if he gets that chance in real life. And they're still pressing us really hard. Arcas. Oh, no. Tielemans. Arcas could have intercepted that. I don't know why he didn't, but apparently Liverpool were the only ones whose players are allowed to intercept the ball at the moment. Camavinga does a good job of winning the ball back. Foul, referee? No, apparently not, because it's Liverpool. Oh, for goodness sake. Nubel with a long throw out to Ribeiro. Here's Busquets. To Camavinga. Into Kloschek. Back to Camavinga. Marauding run forward by the French midfielder. Oh, it's off the bottom of the post. What an effort from Camavinga. For a second, I thought it was going in. And now Salah and Kulusevski coming on. Just to add insult to injury, they're bringing on their really big guns now. As Harry Wilson has it on the left wing, gets it back to Ribeiro. Now to Busquets. Hernandez! Oh, he's got it on target, but Alisson's too good. Oh, he's not offside, is he? Oh, come on. We had a good chance there, and it's gone begging because Hernandez couldn't keep himself onside. Need an equaliser. Hernandez has run his legs off. I'm going to throw Nketiah on. He's been in decent form. Harrington on the right-hand side. He had a very good game on the right-hand side of the pitch for us a little time ago, and I'm going to throw on Victor Malejo, or should I actually play it safe? And no, we're going to go for Malejo. Triple change. I'm only just noticing now that Nubel's actually on a red arrow. I don't think that had much to do with the goal we conceded, although perhaps he would have held on to it if he had better form. Right, here's Arcas into Nketiah. can't find the pass. Zifuk up the pitch. Arcas wins the ball. Plays it looking for Nketiah, and again just can't find the bloody ball. We just need one good ball. We've got 5 minutes left to go. Thought Kulusevski was offside there. Oh, for God's sake. When is a tackle not a tackle? When it's a successful tackle against Liverpool in your own box. Goalkeeper rooted to his spot. Joe Worrell wins the tackle and then freezes because, of course, I don't want to pick up the ball I've just won. And Liverpool have had revenge for their 2-0 defeat in the league with what looks like being a 2-0 win in the FA Cup. And the one competition that I really was wanting to win this season looks like is now beyond us as Yuri Ribeiro gets the ball in the edgy area. That's not a free kick, apparently. I'd love to know why. Took the man, not the ball. Sliding tackle, dangerous play. But apparently not a foul. So if you don't want to give away a foul, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend that you just use a sliding tackle, because that apparently is the way to go about it. At the end of the game here, it's Liverpool 2, Nottingham Forest 0. I'm not particularly happy with the nature of the 2 goals that we've conceded. I don't think there's anything underhand there. I just think, unfortunately, it's the way that the game plays sometimes, is that you get little knocks, little dinks. The players, I can't even talk at the moment. I'm too frustrated. I'm going to call that the end of the game. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. When we return next time, it will probably be for a slightly easier game, maybe Bournemouth, a couple of games down the line from now. But until then, that's going to do us for another episode. Thank you very much for watching as we have a look at who else got into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. It's Manchester United, Liverpool, Tottenham and Manchester City. So, well, at least there's 3 big clubs in the semi-finals.